Hello, in this video lecture we are going to learn how to draw a perspective view of one room building, especially of door and window. So let's start it. Let's write the data first. Draw 2-point perspective view of one room building having following details. Into in dimension 4 meter by 3 meter. Wall thickness 0.3 meter. For door and window, door equals to 1.2 meter by height, 2.1 meter. For window, 1 meter by 1.2 meter. Another thing, height of observer. Let's take it 1.5 meter as it is average human height. Generally, we are the observers. Then consider the scale as 1 centimeter equals to 1 meter. So the given data are in meter, but we have taken the scale 1 centimeter equals to 1 meter. So whichever the data are given in meter, we will directly take it in the centimeter. Okay. So first, what is into in dimension? If we are going to measure, let's consider a one room. Okay, we are going to measure the dimension from inside of the room. Then it will be into in. But if we are going to measure the dimensions from outside the room, it will be different from that inside dimension. Why? Because of the addition of wall thickness. Okay. Let me explain in detail. Suppose this is the room. Okay. Now what we have to do? We are going to measure it from inside. So suppose that this is 4 meter and this is 3 meter. Let me write 4 meter and this is 3 meter. But if we are going to measure it from the outside, there is a wall between that. And here wall thickness is given 0.3 meter. So now what will be the next dimension from outside? We are calculating this. We have to consider the first side of the wall. The single wall thickness, that is 0.3, plus the main inside dimension, that is 4, plus again the wall thickness, that is 0.3. Means it will be a 4.6 meter. Similarly, if we are going to measure out to out dimension or another side, then what will we do? 0.3 plus 3 plus 0.3 means it will be 3.6 meter. So here 4 by 3 is into in dimension, but 4.6 by 3.6 is out to out dimension. And why there is a difference in into in dimensions and out to out dimensions? Because of the wall thickness. Wall thickness here it is 0.3 meter. Okay. Here it is the data. And let me write the out to out dimension also. If we are going to take out to out, it will be 4.6 by 3.6. So in plan, in wall diagram or in a wall plan, we are going to use a double rectangular system. In this much distance is 0.3. This much this wall thickness is also 0.3. This wall thickness is also 0.3. Okay. Wall thickness is from any sides. All the four sides, wall thickness is 0.3. So let's start to draw the perspective view. Firstly, leave the space of 6 to 7 centimeters and draw the horizontal line. And this line is picture plane. Plane on which perspective view appears is known as picture plane. Then, leaving some space, draw the another horizontal line, that is ground line, the intersection of ground plane and picture plane. Let me repeat the spaces. Above picture plane, we need to draw the plan. For that, we will require 5 to 6 centimeter. So leave 7 to 8 centimeter around space above the picture plane line. Then between ground line and picture plane, we need to draw the perspective view. Height of object, we are going to draw the perspective view only for the room. We are not going to consider the OTA or the parapet wall above the room. Okay, we are going to consider only the room that is of 3 meter, and our scale is also 3 meter. Height of object is greater than the height of observer. That's why here we can consider 5 to 6 centimeter, and it is also okay. But you can take it up to 7 centimeter, then it is good. And below the ground line, then 2 to 3 centimeter is enough for that. Right? So let's start. First of all, consider a point on a picture plane. Suppose I'm considering it here. Now what we have to do, draw the lines from here at the angle of 30 degree and 60 degree. Make sure that you are drawing it with the light pencil and showing the angle. It's not looking like a 30 degree. I'm drawing it again. Yeah, something like this. From here 30 degree and here 60 degree. Make sure that you are showing the angles, okay, like this. So next thing, we need to draw the plan, and we have to draw the parallel lines of the outside lines of the plan from our station point. But if that parallel line goes outside your paper, then so for our safety purpose and to save the time, we will consider station point first. Suppose station point is here. We can consider the station point anywhere below the ground line. Take the station point or observer here. Then draw the parallel lines of this 30 degree angle line. like this. Then also draw the parallel line to the 60-degree angle line. If these both the parallel line are moving outside your paper, then you need to relocate the that point that I have shown with the red crossbar, otherwise the station point. But if the parallel lines are inside your page, then it is okay. You can consider both the location of red cross point and station point exactly you have taken. I'm erasing this 30-degree and 60-degree lines and drawing it again. Our plan. So our plan, it will be like a double rectangle. So at this 30-degree line, you need to consider 4.6 meter, means 4.6 centimeter here. And from this side, 60-degree line, you need to consider 3.6 centimeter, because two out dimensions are 4.6 meter and 3.6 meter. So from 30-degree line, we will take the 4.6 meter, and from 60-degree angle, we will take the 3.6 meter. On the whiteboard, I cannot show you the exact angle, but on a paper, you can draw it with a perfect angle. So inside this, we need to leave this wall thickness space, means 0.3 centimeter. That means 3 mm from all around 4 sides, and draw the inner rectangle again. Leave the space of 3 mm from 4 sides and draw the inner rectangle. So here is the plan, but you need to write down the dimension inside the rule, 4 by 3 meter. But if you are going to draw the arrow from the outside, it will be different. It will be 4.6 meter and 3.6 meter from the outside, as our inside dimensions and outside dimensions are different. That's why. So wall are drawn in our plan, but now next thing is to draw the doors and windows. For door, it is always situated at the corner, but window is situated at the center of the wall. So first draw the door. How to draw? Consider this line. Consider this inside line and extend it up to this line. So we will get one side of the wall, sorry, one side of the door like this. Then consider the dimension of the door that we have taken as 1.2 width and 2.1 height. So 1.2 meter is width of the door. So we need to draw a same line 1.2 centimeter apart in the wall. So like this we can draw the door. So here door is drawn. Then consider the window in this wall. At opposite side, consider this walls. Okay, between that we need to draw the window. We know that inner dimension is 3 meter and our window width is also 1 meter. So leave the space 1 centimeter, then window in the middle of that is also 1 centimeter, and again leave the space of 1 centimeter. You need to draw the window exactly at the center of your wall. Consider the center point and draw the window. The window dimension is 1 meter by 1.2 meter. The 1 meter is width and 1.2 meter is height. We have drawn the window and door, and we also need to write it down like W for window and D for door. Here our plan is completed. Now moving ahead, we need to connect the point to our station point. Which points? Consider the outer rectangle of our plan. One point is already shown with the red cross mark. This point, and this point. Means 4 corner points of outer rectangle of our plan. These 4 points, okay, and take the another 4 points. Let's first consider these 4 points and connect the lines to the station point. Now, we need to connect the corner point to the station point. But here, we need to erase the line between picture plane and ground line. So you can draw the full line, otherwise put your scale between the corner point and station point. But draw line only up to the picture plane. You can draw the full line and erase it, otherwise draw it up to the picture plane. Same way, you need to connect other corner points also. Corner points are required to join because we need to draw a one-room building. That we don't need to connect the point that is already touched to the picture plane because we can directly draw the vertical line from that. So here we get the 4 points for 4 corners, 1, 2, 3 and 4, from which we need to draw the vertical lines. Again, consider other 4 points, then we will draw the vertical lines. For door, consider these 2 points on outer rectangle, and for window, consider these 2 points, same again on the outer rectangle of our plan. So consider these 4 points and again join it to observer or station point. Same way, we need to connect it and erase the line between the picture plane and your ground line. Otherwise, just put the scale over there, join the point, but draw the line only up to the picture plane, then also it will be okay. So here we are getting 8 points. Sometimes you may get to 7 points, but nothing to worry about. We just need to take care while joining the projections. So from this 8 point, we need to draw the vertical lines. We need to draw the vertical lines between picture plane and ground line from these 8 points. Here is a measure line, the vertical line from the plan which touches the picture plane. That line is known as measure line, on which we are going to show the actual dimensions. So here vertical lines are drawn. Then again consider that two parallel lines that we have drawn from the station point. This point and this point. From this both the points, we again need to draw the vertical lines. So all the vertical lines are drawn. Now it is time to locate the vanishing points using height of observer. Our height of observer is 1.5 meter, and as we have taken the scale 1 centimeter equals to 1 meter, it will be 1.5 centimeter. So here it is the vanishing point. Draw the cross and draw the round above it. Both these points are our vanishing points. As this is 2-point perspective view, we are having two vanishing points. Now we may put the vanishing points over here only using height of observer. So what is the height of observer? That we have taken height of observer as 1.5 meter. As we have taken the scale 1.5 centimeter, but write the meter over here. Same way, at the right side, height of observer equals to 1.5 meter. Now we have taken two vanishing points, so write it as a left vanishing point and right vanishing point. Also, we need to show the measure line. Show all of these things with the help of arrow. So pre-drawing for the perspective view is ready. Now we have to mark the points on our measure line. Yeah, here we are considering only the room height. We are not going to show the OTA or the terrace or the parapet wall. We are only considering the 3-meter room, and we are going to draw only the 3-meter room perspective view. For that, what we need? The upper and lower point of room. Other than this, upper and lower point of door and windows also. Okay, so we need to mark that points. First of all, on measure line, mark the lowest point. Okay, from that, take 3 centimeter. As our room height is 3 meter, so take the 3 centimeter and mark upper point of our room. So now we need to decide sill and lintel levels. I'm showing it again in the other side. First of all, we considered a lowest point over here. Then we have to consider the room height. So for room height, we have taken 3 centimeter because our room height is 3 meter. So we are considering 3 centimeter as per the scale and marking the upper point. Now What next? Lower point of door. That is same as the floor level. That is already marked, the lower point. Okay. Then upper point of door. That is always same as window. We know that upper level of door and window are same. That is lintel level. So we can consider the door height to mention the lintel level. Okay. So for marking the lintel level, we are considering the door height, and we have the door height as 2.1 meter. So consider 2.1 centimeter from the bottom. Consider 2.1 centimeter from bottom and mark a point. And this point is a lintel level. So upper point of door and window I mentioned. Lower point is door is already marked. Then the next point is sill level. For sill level, we have window height, and window height is given as 1.2 meter. So consider 1.2 centimeter from our lintel point and mark another point. Consider 1.2 centimeter from the lintel point and mark another point. So we are getting the sill level. In this way, we can mark 4 points. The lowest point is our floor level. The second point is sill level. Above that, that is the lintel level. And above that, there is an upper point for our room. Alright. So this way, we need to mark 4 points. So I have shown all these 4 points on our measure line. Now it is so easy. Connect these 4 points to the left vanishing point as well as to the right vanishing point. Just simply draw the lines, all these 4 points. And connect these 4 points with the right vanishing point also. So all the line is drawn and your perspective view is also ready. You just need to highlight it with the help of rubbing pencil or using a dark pencil. Otherwise, you can take blue or black ball pen. First of all, join the bottom lines of the building. Like this. You can consider it as a floor level also, as we are going to draw it only for a room. So bottom line is there. Then the top portion of the room. Consider the top lines also and join it. Like this. Now it's time for the vertical lines. Draw the sides of this building. Middle side also. That is a corner point where two walls meet. So Here, both the walls are shown. Now it's time for door and window. Before that, let me remind you, consider this point and this point that are leftmost and rightmost points of our plan. From there, we have taken these two vertical lines, and our perspective view always lies between these two vertical lines. Okay, so this is the perspective view of a building. Now we have to draw the door and window. Let's start with door. Consider the door points. And its vertical line. Okay, so door will be between these two vertical lines. Now, what is the lower portion of door? That is same as the floor level. This inclined line, and the lintel line, it is the top of the door. So this inclined line. So between these two vertical lines and between these two inclined lines, our door lies. So connect that points and highlight the door. Here it is the top line of our door, and this is the sides. Don't need to connect the bottom of the door because already we have drawn it as a floor line. Okay, same way we can draw the window. For window, consider these two window points and its vertical two lines. Then inclined line of sill level and lintel level. Between these two inclined line of sill level and inclined lintel level, and the two vertical lines of window. The window lies. So connect that lines and draw the window. So here it is a perspective view of one room building, and we have considered only the room height, not the otta, not the parapet, nothing, only the room and door and window. So here it is. I'm going to erase all the inclined lines so you can easily look at our perspective view. So here it is our perspective view. So main aim of this lecture is to learn how to draw the door and window in your perspective view. So it is easily just mark the lintel, sill or the floor level and connect the vertical line of door and window. Between this line, you can easily highlight your door or window. If you are going to draw it in a paper, it will look like this. I am drawing the same perspective view using 1 centimeter equals to 1 meter. It will look like this. So here it is. We can show the dimension of 3-meter room height on our measure line as it is mentioned over here. So 3 meter is shown on measure line. Otherwise, you can see all the details are mentioned in this perspective view. And if you are going to change the station point or change the height of observer, your perspective view may be different. Yeah, for clarity, you can change the scale also. Because of change of scale, you just find that the size of your perspective view will be smaller or larger, nothing else. But overall, it depends on size, location of your observer and height of your observer. Okay, so in this way, you can draw the perspective view of building, door and window. Thank you.